Hi everyone, my name is Maria. I'm the face behind IG account Bujo Planner and brand Bujo Planner or Bujo Planner, whatever you call it. And this is my video about for One Book July 2022, where I will talk in detail about my Hobonichi Weeks as everyday carry, how I use it, how it always works for me, and how I can just live it in it. So I do use other planners. I'm not in one book this month, but I've decided to go through my system with all of you. So the first video is this detailed video of the Hobonichi Weeks. So if you don't know, Hobonichi Weeks are Japanese planner that go that's like they have a start in January and April start. Now in September they're selling planners for 2023, so I'm really excited about that. And let's go in depth. So I have my cover. It's a trifold actually, so it can be closed like this, and it's made a bit wider so I can have extra inserts inside or my wallet insert and things like that. Right now I just have my wallet insert in it, but sometimes I have different inserts as extra. So let's see, you already saw this probably, so let's go into my weeks. I wasn't big on using monthly layouts before. This year I haven't even tried using this year at a glance because it never worked for me before. I was trying to track, I know people track like steps, workouts, periods, things like that. Somehow this year I just gave up. I haven't even tried it. And at the beginning, like in December, I tried to do like some, I had an idea to do like quick journaling, writing the most important stuff of the day, some stickers, washing, things like that. And then in January I caught COVID. And since I was in isolation and I was sick and everything, I wasn't writing much. I was only writing like my symptoms and the pills that I was taking. And then I decided to do monthly planning. So I was using monthly planning for the future. And I'm usually tracking my migraines, things like that. In the meantime, I've discovered that I'm pregnant. So I started writing stuff for that too here. And like Zoom calls with my mentor, like meetings, drinking pills, things like that. And I'm using, when it comes to the stickers, I'm not big on stickers, but I do have this Catspresso.com stickers in dots and Sterling ink stickers, and this cover is even from Catspresso.com. I will leave the link down below. And I love stickers like these. They're quite small, but they pop when I open my monthly view. So yeah, monthly view is from like future planning, writing important stuff, and if I like schedule something 2 or 3 weeks in advance, I write it here. And this was June. This is the current July. I put tab down here. I learned this from Rita, I think, because when you need to open it, it's always easier to do it from the bottom than from the top. So sometimes I have it for my monthly, I have it here, and for the notes section I have it in the back. And this is like the current week, which sometimes I use, sometimes I don't, but I might even switch this to the bottom page. So this is July, sorry for the shaking. So this is July, current month, and you can see how I already have some stuff planned for August, and I have marked the vacation days for even things like that, and even for September. So yeah, I'm using it now for the future planning. It's quite simple, quite like natural, I would say. So yeah, I haven't done that before. My monthlies were usually quite empty. My weekly pages generally, like I would say, on the left page I write stuff that are day sensitive, and on the right page I have like running to-do list. sometimes I have a list here and then I move it to a page, to a day when I need to do it, like ASAP. So if I'm like having a task here and it's been already 3 or 4 days, I will write it on a Friday for me to like, okay, Maria, you need to do this week. You can't move it to the next week. Sometimes I use this like small post-it notes for some, this was like for the cleaning. I try to do weekly trackers. I can survive in weekly trackers. I can't survive in monthly trackers. It's like I always forget to fill it out. So I was doing those for I think few weeks. And from time to time, I'm on Patreon for Little Raven Ink. I'm her patron and we get these kinds of like art from her that we can print and put in our planners. So yeah, and this was December. I do write stuff that happen, and like I cook something new. We had pizza night. I don't know, I had a coffee with my mom. We were on a like live music in a cafe, things like that. So sometimes it does serve as memory keeping because I write small stuff. Like Christmas party, this was the day we held the Christmas party. We had friends over. So yeah, Christmas week. So this is Christmas Eve. I have some like short journaling here because not much planning for Christmas. And generally, like, I would say that I'm using bullet journal method in my weeks because like I have boxes for stuff, I have circles for meetings with people, and if they happen I fill them out. I do like tick if it's done, how I filled half of it if I'm in progress of it, like here you see I was in progress, and later on I fill them out. And I do write, like I sometimes write stuff we are watching. And if I'm moving stuff, let's see if I'm transferring it to the next week, I do like this, the arrow. So yeah, this was the day that Ivan had his birthday, January 9, and I caught COVID like day before, something like that. Everything was cancelled. So yeah, and in the meantime later on I found out that I was pregnant, like feeling like shit, no plans at all. This was still the COVID week. I was drinking some medications, getting rest and reading Harry Potter. You see, I have completely empty weeks. This happens and I think it's totally okay. This was like February 3rd. I have like sunny here written because that's the day like we love sunny, the Mia vibe on Instagram. And these weeks are quite empty. As I said, I was getting treated for the post-COVID because I was feeling like really bad. And then like you see the running to-do list, stuff that I'm moving, stuff that I'm doing, things like that. And by this time I found out that I was pregnant. So yeah, generally that's that. Like this is what I messed up. Like everything here was supposed to be on Thursday and not on Friday, but I wrote it wrong. So yeah, like I said, I always mark days somehow here just because I like that pop of the color. Day sensitive stuff goes here, and running to-do list for the week goes here. So yeah, I sometimes journal a bit if I'm in a mood. I leave empty days, I don't have problem with that. Again, experimenting with weekly trackers. And you will see, like, I would say my pages are mostly like minimal. It's mostly pen and paper. I do use like dots for some stuff. And I do to buy list here as well. So when I'm in a shop, I can easily open it and see what I need to get. So yeah, This is already April. As well, Catspresso.com stickers. I love the minimal stickers, like I have them here in my Delphonics. They're quite small, minimal, easy to put inside my week's cover to have it on the go. So yeah, you see, sometimes I have a lot on my to-do list and sometimes I have like 3 or 4 stuff. This was the week when we were in Spain. I haven't wrote much. The plan was to fill it out with pictures, and I think I will still do that. So now we are already in May. I got the new mile liners, the popular ones, the new like neutral shade. And this is like me trying to track me getting like vitamins and everything, but I was bad with filling it out. This is the weekly when I'm really like busy and I want to track how productive I was. I did this in my A5 as well, where I was tracking strictly work stuff, like when was I cutting letters, when was I like finishing them, packing them, like working on emails, things like that. So yeah, roughly to describe to you, I think I did this like only for the week. People ask, what is this? How do I mark this? It's actually like Pomodoro technique, which I use while I was at uni and I was studying, so I was trying to force myself to like study, to not give up easily. So I was doing like, I do these timelines and they are empty, and I was marking some important stuff like that are like meetings with people that were already scheduled. And let's say I do this, like it marks how productive I am. If this is a box of like full hour, this would mean that I was like half hour at least productive, and this means like 45 to 60 minutes, because Pomodoro technique is usually 45 minutes work plus 15 minutes break. So if it's nothing like this, if it's empty like this, I wasn't doing anything productive. Let me zoom you in a bit. So if it's empty like this, I wasn't doing anything like productive. I had a lunch and I had like my doctor's appointment, but I wasn't working. So if it's like this, if I did something like I was editing video here, but I haven't spent like, I was probably chilling, having coffee, watching TV and editing a video, I will do it like this. I will mark that hour, and that means like I was productive but not like hard working. And then if I do next hour like this, I will know that my productivity has risen and I was working more. Sorry for the shakiness, I really hope like it won't bother you. So yeah, that's like how was I marking some of my stuff. This up here is the sleeping, and I write like, as you see, I did wrote for first 3 days, and then later on I didn't wrote when I woke up, but roughly 7:30. This was like before 6, 7, 6, 6, stuff like that, just to have it like when did I woke up and things like that. So yeah, when I do list like this, I sometimes even do I might mark one column here, because in a weekly spread on a daily pages you have these dots. Hope you can see them. If you don't know that, you have these dots, so you can divide the weekly in 3 columns. So I sometimes do the 3rd column for running to-do list and leave this space for day sensitive stuff. So yeah, season finale of Stranger Things, of course I had to write that. And as usual, this is already July. back pain and heartburn. This is the barbecue we had with friends. I bought Island Girl from Juju. So yeah, this is the current week. I have a shopping list here. And time sensitive stuff, running to-do list. So yeah, I already moved some stuff. Like these should actually be moved to the next week. I divided this piece here because I was planning on doing like either meal planning or stuff like that, but I haven't done it. And so I think I might just do quick journaling this week and about this week here, something like that. Next week, my 28th birthday is on July 29th, if you didn't know. And let's jump to note pages. I'm using note pages for everything and anything. And this is what I tried. You see, inspired by Planner by Nature or Jess on Instagram. When did you last? And I put the stuff for like cleaning. This is me in like December, or like the last few weeks of 2021. Then I had COVID and I wasn't marking anything. Then I just stopped and then I started marking it again. Then I had a break again. So now we are on a week 29th. So I should be start marking from here again. So I might do it. I haven't done full year, like it's 37 weeks, because I was planning on doing it on next page. So yeah, I might start doing it again because like everything is for cleaning, like, and for house chores. So, but yeah, as you can see, I'm bad with tracking. I do it. I clean my house. We do everything, like even and I together actually, but I don't mark it here. But it's nice actually to see because some stuff don't need to be done weekly. They have to be done every few weeks. So it's nice to see when did you last do them. So I use these pages to track my monthly spendings, to write notes, to write shopping lists, like if I'm calculating, Googling something. I did this for like the Advent, the Christmas party I was mentioning, in a town with friends. This was the Christmas Eve, the gifts I got, and like, this is the pulley printer that I'm using. Let me remove this charm. I hid here some like informations. Writing stuff, writing like my mom had to buy, I had to buy something for my mom from IKEA, scanning for like Spain trip, April expenses, how to budget stuff, like when I was having like, this is for Easter, I was doing like what I need to do on Friday and Saturday before Easter. And like in May, I haven't done much spending tracking because we were in Spain for a lot of time. This is notes when I was on a Zoom call with my mentor. June was a bit better, but I need to like, again, some sensitive stuff. Shopping list, July expenses. I was planning on doing dailies like Lindsay does them. Doesn't work for me here. Shopping lists. Some friend lists for birthday and things like that. I have glued this pen loop here. I always do this, like I don't like the leather ones, and these elastic ones, mine are from actually from AliExpress. It's even like getting broken, but I need to sew it. So yeah, I have a picture of Even and Me here. I have some pictures here. This Good Vibes is from Mia, from Sunny. And I have here like bookmark from Ella's Creative Corner that I love using. Like, oh my god, it's stuck. Because this is a plastic inside. Okay, I won't do that now because I don't want to damage it. So yeah, that's it. If you have any questions about my planning system, I finally started using this and I'm happy that I'm using the monthlies because I already have stuff in August and I do look in my monthly now and write it here in my weekly when I do it. So yeah, that's detailed video. I hope it was detailed enough about my planning system in Hobonichi Weeks. I could actually live in it. I need another book just for my work, but I do love experimenting with other planners, so I might even do some experiment for the month of August. And that's why everything works. I always have the same system. I'm a girl that enjoys weekly planning, and I need weekly layout, to be honest. And now I'm using monthly more, even though I like the bullet journal style monthly, when you have days in a one row, like in one column, and you write next to it. So yeah, I have the same system in all my planners, but I will do another video where I show how it works in my basics, how it works in like passport and things like that. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you know where to find me, either on my Instagram or here down below in the comments. And that's it. Thank you so much. Bye.